everyone. Good evening. My name is Chris Honorato. I already love the acoustics in this place. I co-anchor the morning show at News Channel 13, have a podcast that I host with my wife, Ashley, as well. It's great to be at an event, as I told Steve earlier, that is just so different than anything else I've been part of. And I'm fortunate enough to be asked to do all sorts of fundraisers and be part of events around the Capital Region, and they're all great because they're all for really good causes, as is this one. But this one is unique. I've never been part of something where employees, and on top of that, physicians, are going to perform musically. So this is really cool. Thank you for being part of this inaugural event. I'm sure it's going to be incredible that we will want to do this again next year, so make sure to keep that in the back of your mind, on your mental calendar anyway. While we're not only celebrating the talent that'll be on stage here tonight, which I said is unfair because you've got these incredibly trained doctors and nurses and healthcare professionals, which alone is way above my skis, and now they're going to come out here and play musical instruments that I can't play either. But we're also going to remember the importance of the care provided through hospice and palliative services. It allows patients and their loved ones to focus on what matters most, and that is living their days with peace, comfort, and the best quality of life possible. I just had a friend of mine lost his mother just a week and a half ago, and she was in hospice at the end, and the dignity that people are able to have at the end because of hospice is so important, not just to the individual who is struggling at the end, but to family members as well. I saw it firsthand recently. The caregivers are often unsung heroes, offering a depth of support that goes beyond medical care to truly caring for the whole person and their loved ones in mind, body, and spirit. And so tonight is an opportunity to raise awareness and support for these essential services. Again, we plan on doing this again. We hope more people will come out next year. We'll certainly get the word out better than we did from a media and press perspective next year. Every donation made, so your presence being here, every smile that's shared by watching these performances, it's a step towards making sure more people have access to compassionate care when they need it most. What makes this evening truly extraordinary, of course, are the performers themselves. They represent multiple professions across the St. Peter's Health Partners Network. They are physicians, a physical therapist, a medical technologist, outcomes analyst, registered nurse, licensed professional nurse, music therapist, and interfaith chaplain. Each of them have different backgrounds, yet one common goal: to serve as a compassionate, transforming, healing presence for their patients. We're grateful to all of you for being here tonight, again, taking part in this first of its kind event. Before we begin our program, though, with the music, and you can stop listening to me speak, I would like to welcome up Steve Manny. He's the Executive Director of the Community Hospice Foundation. Steve. And he's got a better voice than me, too.
Thank you, Chris. Good evening, good afternoon, I guess it really is. Delighted that you're here. My name is Steve Manny. I'm the Executive Director for the Community Hospice Foundation. And I've been with the company for 24 years. And I have continued to be amazed at the comfort and peace and compassion that the clinical staff delivers each and every day. We have about 500, we actually have about 600 people on our program every day. We cover 8 counties in upstate New York. We are, if not the largest, one of, they're second largest in the state of New York. And we're proud to be able to deliver the service, as well as honored to do so. So thank you for coming tonight. The monies that are raised tonight, as Chris mentioned, support both the hospice program as well as our palliative care program, and Kelly will talk a little bit about that in a minute. But as Chris mentioned, next year we'll have 150 to 200 people, because wait until you hear what you will hear tonight. I had mentioned to a few folks, this is like building a plane in flight, because this is the first time we've done this. So, and then just a footnote, the church that you are sitting in was built in 1833. And the reason why the parking is so difficult is because all they had was horses at the time. So they didn't have to worry about on-street parking. So again, thank you so much for being here. Enjoy. And please go back to everybody you know in your neighborhood and tell them that this show is going to be coming up next year. Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, Steve. I'd now like to welcome Kelly Valenti up here to say a few words. She's the Executive Vice President of the St. Peter's Health Partners Medical Associates to share a little bit about palliative care at St. Peter's.
Hi, everyone. It's so nice to see some friends that I haven't seen in a very long time. What a special night, and I just look forward to hearing some of the music. Hello to all of you, and thank you for making this event a priority in your schedule. What a beautiful space for this inaugural event. As the president of St. Peter's Health Partners Medical Associates, we are very proud to have palliative care partners as a member of our medical group. Being diagnosed with a serious illness like cancer, Parkinson's disease, or kidney disease can be difficult for patients and family members, and can cause stress and confusion about how to move forward in a positive way. That is where palliative care can help. It focuses on relief from the symptoms, pain, and stress of serious illness with the goal of providing the best quality of life for the patients and their families through the entire disease process. It is a team-based approach with specially trained doctors, nurses, and social workers who work with the patients, other healthcare providers to offer an extra layer of support and can be provided at the same time as curative treatments. Tonight is about raising awareness of palliative care and hospice services in the Capital Region. I would like to read a couple of short testimonials from families that have benefited from palliative care. Thank you for your support, kind words, and compassionate care of our mom. She always looked forward to your visits, and we feel so blessed to have been able to keep her at home with us until her peaceful passing. And more importantly, it was what our mom wanted. And another, I appreciate all that you did for my father and myself. The constant support and sensitivity you all provided was bar none. You were also helpful and patient. I am very grateful for all that you did. We need more families to have these experiences, to have the ability to navigate an illness with supportive care, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. If you or a family member of any age has been diagnosed with a serious illness, I urge you to reach out to palliative care partners to learn about the services they offer. The sooner the patients get involved, the more they benefit. We have so many talented colleagues within palliative care partners, but their talents extend far beyond the workplace, as you will soon hear. They are musicians with inspiring stories of what moves them to play music. They have gone through auditions and rehearsals to play for you tonight, and we are so excited to hear what they have put together. Tonight is about filling your soul with beautiful music and becoming inspired. We appreciate your spirit of generosity and hope you enjoy the program we have prepared. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kelly. Okay, next up is the manager and volunteer of Volunteer and Complementary Therapy Services, Amy Scarlett. Come on up, Amy. And I'll encourage you, I know we're in church and we're trained to be quiet, right, and peaceful in church, but when we get the music going, and even with some of this, feel free to just let it loose. There's nobody here judging you now. This is throwing me back to my days of lecturing at church when I was in high school. I'm not going to say whether or not I was forced to do that, but anytime you get a chance to really kind of blow it out at church, let's do that. Amy.
Hi everybody, I'm glad you're here tonight. Thank you for coming. On behalf of Hospice, I want to thank you for your support. I also want to extend a huge thank you to our colleagues for being here and taking the time out of their busy schedules to show us what they can do outside of work. It's pretty cool. And I just want to let you know that your support, being here, and any donations that you make for hospice, a lot of that money goes to support our complementary therapies department. So our music therapists and our massage therapists, and those folks really just provide that extra layer, a kind of icing on the cake of our support for people in the homes at the end of their lives. So I really thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. All right, let's get this party going. Our first performer of the evening is Dr. Elena Louie. Dr. Louie is a hospitalist at St. Peter's Hospital. She's originally from Brooklyn and completed her medical training in Alabama and Mississippi. Here she is. Give her a warm round of applause. She is performing First Arabesque by the Bus. That was great. Soothing. Our next performer is Hospice Medical Director Dr. Carol Curran. Dr. Curran fell in love with music at an early age, having grown up the daughter of an opera singer and an avid amateur vocalist. Prior to attending medical school, Dr. Curran was a voice major at Indiana University, ranked football team, by the way, big win over Nebraska this afternoon. She also performed in New York City, Vermont, and Massachusetts, and after singing only to her children for many years, she has now resumed vocal study and has recently performed in concerts benefiting social service and climate change organizations. She also enjoys singing to her patients. Dr. Curran joins us now to introduce her piece, Walking by Flashlight.
Okay, thank you. Just got to use a few notes here. This particular song is a poem.
Okay.
I hope I don't need it. Can't hear you? You can't hear me? No. Okay, I'm sorry. As they say, you were right. Okay, this is a poem from a collection written by Ted Kuser, who was formerly the Poet Laureate of the United States. Some years back, he was undergoing chemotherapy for a head and neck cancer, and the treatment made his skin very sensitive to light, so he had to take his usual walks in his home in Iowa under cover of darkness, and he would walk early in the morning before the sun rose. Of course, understandably, he became depressed. He didn't write at all for a while, and then when he began writing again, he started writing only one poem a day, and ultimately compiled a number of these poems into a collection titled Winter Morning Walks, from which this piece is taken. It's called Walking by Flashlight. They were set to music by Maria Schneider, a wonderful conductor and composer from Minneapolis, and they are, in my opinion, a real testament to one person's ability to find beauty and joy even in the most difficult of times. I'm very happy to be accompanied by Michael Clement and to have some solos by my friend Chris Ferrone, who plays all varieties of saxophone and will be playing soprano sax today. Walking by flashlight at 6. At 6.
Thank you. Our next performer is Joel Travis. He's a registered nurse with Eddie Visiting Nurses and Rehabilitation. He has specialized in wound and ostomy care in the home care setting for 22 years. Outside of work, Joel was part of the worship team in his local church, and tonight here, he'll be performing The Impossible Dream.
Impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, and to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I lay to my rest. And the world will be better for this, that one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to reach the unreachable star.
That was great, Joel. Thank you. Hitting some notes some of us can only dream of. Now I'd like to call Steve back up to the podium to share some more about why we're all here tonight.
Thank you, Chris. I just want to read a few notes that we received at hospice to recognize the work of the staff, and we see many of these in the foundation that come along with contributions, and these are very special. It's kind of like what we call a mission moment. So the first one is, we would like to thank the hospice team, and specifically Kelly Henderson, for the kind and compassionate care my mother received before her passing. Kelly was so gentle with my mom, helping her determine what she wanted her care to be. The true professionalism and humanity of this young woman helped me cope with the last few hours of my mom's life. Hospice is a mercy-driven group of professionals. When a family draws close to the end of a loved one's life, we need someone who can guide us through the process, but also understand and deal with the grief they are witnessing. And the second note is there are not enough words that could ever express how grateful I was and always will be to the hospice team who helped us get through the most difficult, heart-wrenching time in our lives. For many reasons, I felt abandoned, and then you came to my rescue.
Steve, thank you. And now, I think Kelly Leonard is going to come up, say a few. I'm wrong. See, this is the problem. I read words off a screen for a living, and even sometimes I can screw that up. All right, we'll go back to the performances here. Dr. Catherine Adams is our next performer here tonight. She is the chief of palliative medicine at St. Peter's Hospital, and she oversees the incredible and talented palliative care team that also covers Samaritan and Ellis hospitals and visits seriously ill patients in their homes. She's also the brainchild behind tonight's event. All right, we have you to thank. Thank you. Music has always been an integral part of Dr. Adams' life. She took part in music groups and performances throughout high school and continued into college, where she studied classical voice and chemistry. When not caring for patients, Dr. Adams also serves as a cantor at St. Thomas Church in Del Mar. Performing here tonight for us, Dr. Adams with Omio Babio Caro. And Dr. Adams' pronunciation of that piece is much better than mine as well. Dr. Curran is back with us now. She joins us once again with Dr. Adams now to perform a piece inspired by the rhythm of Venetian gondoliers. Here they are with Barcarolle. That was lovely, ladies. Thank you, and Michael as well. Our next performer is not a member of St. Peter's Health Partners, but he has helped us tremendously in putting on tonight's concert. We're so happy to be here in this home of worship, of which he knows so well. Michael Clement is the music director at the Emmanuel Baptist Church, and now he is going to perform for us Malagueña. That was fun. That was awesome. Thank you, Michael. We hope you're all enjoying it. I can tell by your applause you are. Before we take a brief pause here, we do want to share again some words from families whose lives have been touched by hospice. A little more here about why your support here this evening and beyond is so important. Steve.
Thank you, Chris. Another wonderful note that we received to share with you. How pleased and grateful I am for the kind, compassionate, effective support I received from hospice during the final days of my wife's life. Barbara had been a resident in memory care for 13 months. Her advanced myasthenia gravis drove her from walker to wheelchair to jerry chair to bed. Her dementia darkened more and more. Her cognitive abilities reduced her communication to virtual silence. Because no further medical intervention could bring any chance or relief, Barbara entered hospice care. Your social worker listened carefully and empathetically to my various stories about Barbara. Your chaplain brought me true spiritual blessings with a gentle and personal presence. I thank you for your hospice care and helping me prepare for Barbara's death. By God's grace, I was able to be with her as she quietly and calmly drew her last breath. We were and are both at peace.
Thank you, Steve. How about those words? Okay, am I going to Kelly now? Okay. Sorry, I false started you the last time. Kelly Leonard, everybody. Kelly.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being here tonight. It really means a lot to us and to our program, so thank you. I have a testimonial to read from one of our palliative care patients and families. Thank you so much for the care and thoughtfulness you gave during the time my husband was in the ICU. You're asking about who he was and how he dealt with things, and your concern for our family as we sat knowing he was not going to make it, put a sense of you caring about who he was, not just as a blood pressure, a temperature, or an illness. He was a human being who was a husband, father, grandfather, brother, and your talking to me made me feel that you knew it was not just a medical emergency, but also a family emotional emergency. Thank you for your calls, your explanations, your time and energy helping my family and all the other families you so graciously give your time to at a very difficult time. And I also want to just take a moment to thank a couple people that were not mentioned in the program today. Courtney Weisberg, thank you so much for your time and energy in helping put this program together. And Kim Kendrick, I'm not sure if Kim is here, but they're both very talented in their roles, so thank you. And then we also, had a hospice nurse who helped with our program as well. She was not able to be here tonight, but I want to thank her as well, Jennifer Larson. So before I end now, I'm going to hand it back over to Chris. Thank you.
Thank you. Those two testimonies from Steve and Kelly there, I think, say it all, why we're here, the difference that these two incredible programs through St. Peter's make in lives of people at the end of their life, but certainly their loved ones who are here left afterwards. We have more music to come, but with that, let's take a little bit of an intermission here. We'll take a little bit of a 15-minute break or so. Get back to it. The man who has been at the controls of the audio board here is now going to perform for us. Nathan Lazarus. Nathan is a music therapist with Community Hospice. He oversees the Albany and Rensselaer home care and nursing home patients. He created an innovative music therapy program called Songs from the Heart. He uses his talents to bring comfort and emotional support to patients and families during some of life's most difficult moments. With a foundation in classical voice and guitar from Westminster Choir College, Nathan has cultivated a versatile musical skill set that blends the unique rhythm of each patient's heartbeat with personalized music. Here he is with If I Love You.
I loved you,
Nathan. Thank you. Okay, our next performer. By day, John Balawa is a doctor of physical therapy at Sunnyview Rehabilitation Hospital. He specializes in outpatient orthopedics and manual therapy. By night, he's a working musician, singer, performer, multi-instrumentalist. He plays piano, guitar, bass, drums, and he performs vocals as well. He's basically our Ed Sheeran. John is here to perform Bad Moon Rising.
How y'all doing tonight? I see bad moon rising. I see trouble on the way. I see earthquakes and lightning. I see bad times ahead. Don't go out tonight. It's bound to take your life. There's a bell on the I hear hurricanes blowing. I know the end is coming soon. I feel rivers overflowing. I hear the voice of preaching. Don't go out tonight. It's bound to take your life. There's a bell on the rise. I hope you got some things together. I hope you and quite prepared tonight. Looks like we're in for nasty weather. One eye is taken for the night. Don't go out tonight. It's gonna take a while. There's a bell on the rise. Ole!
Awesome, John. Thank you. Okay, Leslie Turner has worked as a medical technologist at St. Peter's Hospital for nearly 22 years now. 8 years ago, she picked up a microphone and hasn't put it down since. Leslie and her husband, Rick Ansaldo, perform as a duo called the Whitecaps in and around Saratoga Springs. Here they are now with their rendition of the Talking Heads' Take Me to the River.
All right, how y'all doing today? Worthwhile occasion. All right, ready to rock out? It's so mellow. I'm gonna change this up. I said, should I do something really slow, bluesy, or no? I'm gonna rock out. Ready, baby? sweet 16, I will never regret. I wanna know, can you tell me why I wanna stay? Take me to the river and wash me down. Take me to the river and put my feet back on the ground. Washing me, hold me, love me, squeeze me, tease me, till I can, till I can, till I can. Take me to the river and wash me down. Take me to the river and put my feet back on the ground. I don't know why I love you like I do. All the changes you put me through. 16 candles are burning on my wall. Now who's the biggest fool of them all? I wanna know, can you tell me why I wanna stay? Take me to the river and wash me down. Take me to the river and put my feet back on the ground. Washing me, hold me, love me, squeeze me, tease me, till I can, till I can, till I can. Take me to the river and wash me down. Take me to the river and put my feet back on the ground. Take me to the river and wash me down. Take me to the river and put my feet back on the ground. Take me to the river. Take me to the river. Take me to the river. Take me to the
She said she was going to rock out. Love it. Okay, before we get into our final performance of this evening, I want to take one moment here to extend another big thank you to all of you for being here tonight. What your support provides, you've heard already from both Steve and Kelly. And I think it really just kind of further passes on some gratitude to our healthcare workers who deserve it, certainly now more than ever before. So thank you for being here tonight. I do want to thank some of our sponsors here as well. Our gold level sponsors, Dr. Sudeep Ross and Dennis Whalen. Our volunteers, of course, which made tonight possible. And again, each of you for your support. Every donation, again, tonight will go directly to improving hospice and palliative care services in our community. It will ensure that more people have access to comfort, peace, and the care they deserve when facing life-limiting illnesses. So thank you. To close out this magical evening, and again, we are going to do it bigger, can't do it any better, but we're going to do it bigger next year. I'd like to welcome Mona Lisa Williams out. Mona Lisa works as an interfaith chaplain for St. Peter's Health Partners. She serves patients at Sunnyview Rehabilitation Hospital, Albany Memorial, Samaritan Hospital, and Eddy Memorial Geriatric Center. She has a natural affinity for music. During her early years, she was accepted into the American Music and Dramatic Academy on Broadway in New York as a Best Newcomer. She later went on to become one of the former Gospel Music Association's International Vocalist Winners, sponsored by the Dove Awards. She's got great skin. In addition to serving as chaplain, Mona Lisa is also a best-selling author and founder of a national book club. Here she is with Raindrops.
Raindrops, they're falling each and every day. I can't see my direction, has no way. When you're not around, raindrops began to fall. Now you're gone, can't be found. Raindrops began to fall. Oh, why? Oh, why? Oh, you had to leave me now. Oh, raindrops keep falling and falling when you're not around. I keep waiting and waiting till not a raindrop can be found. I still love you, and you still love me. Our future is still so bright to see. But I'm not waiting. I've got so much to do. All the things that I've been through, I give it all to you. Why? Oh, why? Oh, you had to leave me now. Oh, raindrops keep falling and falling when you're not around. I keep waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I just keep waiting and waiting till not a raindrop can be found. You said you'd never leave me. You said you'd always be right there. You said you'd stand beside me, no matter what, when or where. Now you're gone away and can't be found. I give anything for you, babe, just to have you come around. So why, oh why, you had to leave me now. Oh, raindrops keep falling and falling when you're not around. But I keep waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I just keep waiting. Yes, I will. And waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I just keep waiting and waiting, waiting and waiting, waiting and waiting. Not a raindrop can be found. Rain, raindrops, rain, raindrops, rain. performed by one of the world's famous, Dino Cartsanakis. And I never thought I'd feel this way. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm glad I have this chance to say I do know that I love you, and when I shall go away, close your eyes and try to feel the way we do today, and then remember, keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me. For sure, that's what friends are for. In good times and bad times, I'll be by your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. What a friend we have. We all have a Jesus. We all have a Jesus. It's all of our sins and griefs he'll bear. Oh, what a privilege we all have to carry. We all have to carry. Everything to God. Keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on Mona Lisa. Yes, you can, 'cause that's what friends are. To the Hospice Foundation, you can always count on me.
I don't know that we could have ended the evening on a better note.